Well, hey you guys, a lot of people have asked how I do my sprouts, so I'm going to show you guys. I have a video out already that I'm going to show you again. So what I do is I put it in this 1.5 jar, a little bit of sprouts, about like that. Okay, and then to start them, we are just going to add some water and let them soak overnight. So I'll bring it back in the morning and show you what these look like. Okay, you guys, so here it is. We are the 24 hours later after soaking our seeds and our sprouts. These are our sprouts, and these are a spicy mix. These are amazing. If you guys haven't tried these, I will try to put a link in my description box for this. These seeds are amazing. This bag, I think it's a pound bag. This lasts me months, you guys, because you just use a little bit at a time. And I have sprouts all the time. And this is a really, really great way to add greens to your diet. If you don't have any salad or anything like that, you can grow your own in a matter of 3 days. That's all it takes. It's 3 days and it will fill this entire jar. And this is a 1.5 pint jar. So this is soaked all day, or 24 hours. I have this mesh sprouting lid on here, and what we're going to do is we're going to take it over here to the sink and we're just going to drain it all the way out. And you can see some of the seeds in there are actually starting to sprout already just after 24 hours. See all the white? These seeds sprout so quickly and they are so delicious. I make them, I use my sprouts for avocado toast with some tomato. They are so, so good. So what you do is you just drain like this, and then you want to rinse them. So we're just going to take regular water, and this is just water that we refill, but it is filtered. So what you're going to do is you're going to put them in a jar like this. We're going to go back to the sink, and we are just going to get them all of the seeds wet. It's kind of hard to do. I should have used my gimbal. So let's get all of the seeds wet like this. Preferably use room temperature water. Make sure every seed is wet and drain it out. And then make sure that they are drained very, very well. I like to spread them out just a little bit. Make sure all of the water, or as much water as you can get in there, is out. Sometime in the beginning, the first day or so, it's a little bit hard to get all the water out. So what I like to do is I will put it like this on my sink with a towel underneath it and just let it drain for about an hour. And that's it for day 1, or day 2. Today's day 2. So tomorrow we will come back and I will show you what these look like in the morning. I'm just going to drain them really well. So when we did that pantry challenge where we were just using everything that we had in the pantry and nothing in our refrigerator, this is what we used for greens. Since I wasn't growing lettuce at the time, I think this was back in January or February we did the pantry challenge. I think it was January. So this is what I used. And I just kept sprouting these every other day, and I had plenty of sprouts. So we'll come back and see what they look like in the morning. Stay tuned, you guys. Oops. Stay tuned. Okay, you guys, good morning. Here we are on day 2.5, pretty much. And I want to show you before I wet this, before I rinse it for today. You can see that it's already growing. The sprouts are already coming into view. Let's see if I can get a better view of this. There we go. So this is only the second full day. And these are dry, so they're falling, so they need to be rinsed. So I'm going to go through the whole process again. I'm just going to pour some water in the top here, rinse, and then put it back on the counter after I drain it. Okay, so let's add some water. probably need a little bit more than that. We're just gonna swish it around. So I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna fill a little bit more water in here, swish it around and rinse it, and then I'll bring it right back. Okay, so here I am. I filled it a little bit. Now remember, this is, whoops, don't wanna do that. Just wanna get them all wet. So you just wanna swish it back and forth, especially when they start to sprout really, really well. You don't wanna bug them too much and be too rough with them. And after you make sure that they're all completely wet, there we go. And again, you're just gonna drain them really well. And you're gonna let them sit on your counter, just like we did yesterday. That's what they look like right now. You can see the little sprouts in there already forming on day 2. Okay, so I'm gonna drain this really well and then sit it back on the counter. Okay, so here they are right after I have rinsed and drained them. I'm trying to get the light. I've got a big fluorescent light in my kitchen. Let's see if you guys can see that. There we go. See all those little sprouts right there. Okay, so we're gonna leave it. This is day 2, and tomorrow, day 3, we should have some sprouts. Actually, it's day 1.5, I guess. Day 2. It takes 3 days, 3 full days to get this jar full of sprouts. We will see. Well, hey everybody, we are on day 2.5 right now, and you can see that these look amazing. So I am going to, now look at how full that is. So I am going to put some water in here, rinse it out, and then let it set out again. Okay, so let's see. Pour some water in there. I'm gonna switch it around. Rinse. Make sure everything's wet. Get it really drained out, and then put it back on the counter. Okay, so here we are after they are rinsed and drained. Day 2.5. So by tomorrow, half of this jar will be full. Day 3 is usually when I can start to pick some of them. Look at how long these are. And then we just store them in the refrigerator. See all those seeds though, they have to sprout. Okay, we'll be back tomorrow. Okay, you guys, here we are on day 3. So you can see that the jar is pretty full. And look at that, pretty full. So one more day. We're gonna do one more day, and then I will show you guys what that looks like. By tomorrow, the jar will be full. So I am going to rinse this out and pour the water out and make sure it's clear. When you get to this point, if the water is a little bit cloudy, you want to make sure that you rinse it a couple times, and you should be fine. When you want to toss it, is when you smell it on this end over here, and it smells off. You'll smell a little bit of grassy smell, kind of, a little earthy smell. That's totally normal, but you will know when it's off. Then you want to toss it. So you want to make sure that this is kept nice and cool, in a cool, dry place. I keep it right here on my counter. It's nice and cool here. It's on top of the granite counter. There is light, but not all day in here. So it's really good. And the sunlight actually does help it grow a little bit, because, you know, they are seeds. So, like I said, this is a 1.5 pint jar, and it's going to be full all the way to the top. By tomorrow, you can see it all in there. Pretty cool, right? And then what I like to do is, I have my avocado already here. I'm gonna get some tomatoes and make avocado toast with it. You can stuff it with pita bread. You can do all kinds of stuff. And what I usually do is, I'll show you guys that tomorrow too. I will take the sprouts out and leave the seeds in there, like they're seeds. So you see, all of those seeds still need to sprout. So you can take the sprouts out that you need, and then leave the other seeds in there and rinse and repeat, and they will also grow. So I will see you guys at day 3.5. Good morning, everybody. We are back on day 3. Actually, it's about day 3.5. The whole jar is full. I have not yet rinsed it, but I'm going to rinse it, and I'm going to make some avocado toast with it. So this is so good. So I'm going to show you guys how we do this. Show you what all of this looks like right here. Looks amazing. It smells so good, you guys. So again, you don't want to have an off color or an off smell. You just want that. It's going to smell earthy. It's going to smell like you just picked it out of your garden. That's how it smells. And those seeds from the beginning of this this video, you can see how much it has filled. I told you guys it was going to fill this jar, which is a 1.5 pint jar. It's one of those tall ones, and it's filled it all the way at the top in only 3 days. So you can, when you start this, you want to do it exactly the way I did it. Let it soak overnight, and then drain it the next day. Then you don't have to do that again until the next day. But if you want these to grow even faster, you can drain and rinse and drain twice a day, and these will grow even faster. So it's all up to you guys what you want to do. They come out the same. You can use any kind of sprouting seeds. Again, I'm going to put a link to these. These are the spicy mix, and I found these to be really, really good. I've tried other ones, and I like a little bit of bite in my sprouts. So these are broccoli seeds, alfalfa seeds, and radish seeds. And this is, gosh, I think, how much did I say this was? I think this is a pound bag. And this has lasted me, this bag, I make sprouts all the time, you guys. This bag will last me several months because you only use a little bit. You guys saw how much I used in the beginning of this. Go back and look if you're not sure. You just really want to cover the bottom of your jar. No matter what size jar you use, you can use even a 1/2 pint jar, it doesn't matter. And I have these mesh stainless steel screens. I will try to put a link for these as well. I got these on Amazon a couple years ago. Well, probably about 3 years ago now. I have tried the plastic ones. Those work as well, but sometimes you do have to take the plastic ones off to drain it really, really well. You just have to make sure that you're draining this super, super good. If you don't have the money to buy these or the plastic ones, I would really invest in these, honestly. If you're going to do sprouts, I would get these mesh screens. They're just, honestly, they are the best if you're going to do this all the time. If you're going to do it once in a while, the plastic ones will work just fine, but these don't rust or anything. These are really, really good. So if you don't have any of these, you can use a cheesecloth with just a rubber band around it just so it can breathe on your jar. So you don't really need to have this. Just make sure, again, that your jar is completely drained of the water. So I'm going to take these out today in just a little bit, and I'll show you guys. But I am going to rinse them first, using the rest of my water here. So we're going to swoosh this around. Let's see if you guys can see this really well. I know the light's really bad in here because I have fluorescent lights. You just want to swish it around, get them completely wet, because you're going to be storing these in your refrigerator in a plastic bag or plastic container. So I like to get them all wet. And it's going to look like you have less when you do that. And then the seeds that are not sprouted yet are going to stick to the side. So it's going to be a lot easier to get all of this, the sprouts out without getting all these seeds mixed in there. And then you can leave them in the jar and sprout if you'd like. Okay, so let me drain these and then I'll be right back. Okay, so I have rinsed these really well, and all I'm going to do is I'm going to be pouring this in here. Now, when this dries a little bit, they're going to spring up because these are all wet right now. So you're going to have what looks like twice the amount of this. But really, this jar, so I like to use the 1.5 pint jar because to me, it's the best. The sprouts in a plastic bag will last about a week in your refrigerator. So if you go through a lot, this is the perfect amount for me because my husband doesn't really eat a whole lot of these. But I do. I like them mixed in my salad. If you're making pita sandwiches, if you're making chicken salad or tuna salad sandwiches, they are fantastic. If you love avocado toast, oh my goodness, you guys. These are absolutely amazing. I usually make them on sourdough bread. I don't have any sourdough bread right now. I've just got regular store-bought bread, but I am going to show you how to put that together. They are so good. Okay, so, and then I just store them in little Ziploc bags. That's it. And put them in your refrigerator. You don't have to wash them. You don't have to rinse them or anything. Like I said, they will stay nice and healthy and green and bright and crunchy for about a week in your refrigerator. If you use a lot, you want to start another jar probably about 2 days into this, or if you use a lot, start jars, you know, the very same day that you take this out of your jar, or start multiple jars. All up to you and how much you guys use it. I will tell you, they are delicious. One of the reasons I love this blend, like I said, it's so good, is because it has a little bite to it. And that's from the radishes. I have tried just radish seeds, and it doesn't give you this bulk like this does. But the alfalfa and the broccoli seem to be the perfect mix, and they are just so good. You can use these in coleslaw. You can use them in stir fries. You can even grind them up, say in like a mayonnaise or like a homemade mayonnaise or a mustard or something like that, and grind them up and use them as a spread on your sandwich and just give it some flavor. So these are amazing. Like I said, when we did that pantry challenge, we couldn't use anything store-bought, and I was not growing lettuce at the time, and I wanted to get greens into my diet. So I remembered that I had my sprouts, and I thought, what a perfect addition. If you don't have a garden, you can always, if you have these on hand, any kind of sprouting seeds, you can always make a nice fresh garden salad. Add a couple of little tomatoes to it if you'd like. They are just delicious and handy to have even as a snack. I will tell you, I put these in a little bowl, and I will sit down while I'm working on the computer or watching TV and just snack on these. They are that good. So I'm going to be making an avocado toast right now, and I'm going to show you that, and we'll take you along. Okay, everybody, so I'm going to show you how to make avocado toast today. Turns out I do have a piece of sourdough bread, and we are going to show you how to do this. So I've got a avocado halved. Yes, it's store-bought. It's a local avocado. And it just has a little teeny bit of a dark spot right there. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put butter on here. I'm going to put this in my air fryer and get this going. And then I'm going to mash my avocado into the cup and put a little lemon juice and salt. And then we're going to proceed in making this amazing avocado toast with our fresh sprouts. Okay, so I have put all of the butter on here, and I'm going to put it into the air fryer. Okay, you guys, if you have not had air fryer toast, oh boy, are you missing something. So this is so good. My air fryer is a little bit different than other air fryers in that I have racks. So it goes at 400 for 5 minutes. I have racks in there. This thing has a rotisserie. It's got baskets up here on the top. It's really, I mean, well, they go in the bottom, but it's really, really cool. So I will show you guys how this works and how the sandwich works, not the toast. You guys know how to make toast. Okay, so I have made the avocado. I just put some of my Himalayan sea salt in there and just a little tiny bit of lime juice. And that's it, just mashed it. That's what I'm gonna put onto my toast. So I just want to tell you guys that this is a repeat of the sprout video. This part is in the sprout video as well. I know some of you guys don't care about sprouts, but others of you do love avocado sauce avocado toast. It's early in the morning, you guys. So that's why I'm putting it in both videos. So you're going to see this in the sprout video. You're going to see this in the avocado toast video. So bear with me there. Just trying to appeal to everybody, because not everybody likes sprouts, not everybody likes avocado toast, right? Okay, so here is the toast. Again, if you guys have not tried air fryer toast, it's time to try it. You won't go back to the toaster or toaster oven. It comes out different. It is so good. It's so crispy. Good on that side. I didn't put any butter on that, but it's nice and crispy, and it just tastes amazing. So I don't usually put any butter on this. So the only thing I put on this is my avocado. I'm going to change hands here so I can do this right-handed. So what I do is I take a little bit of the avocado, and I just like to spread it on the toast. So, and I put a good amount of avocado on my toast. If you guys have been to any restaurants or juice bars or anything where they sell this, or maybe where you get your avocado toast, after doing this with your homemade sprouts, you are not going to go back to buying this. Okay, so I have seen a piece of toast like this, just a piece of sourdough toast in a juice bar, go for $14. Just exactly the way I'm going to do it right now. It's crazy, but it's all the rage right now, and it has been for quite a few years. But it's so good, and it's so good for you. Everything you put on here is delicious. It's healthy. You want to use whole grain bread, you can use whole grain bread. This is just a basic sourdough. Okay, let me get this all spread. And if you don't make your own sprouts, you can certainly buy them. Farmers Market has them. Good grocery stores have them. Just make sure that they're nice and fresh. So we're going to take some of our sprouts, and we're just going to lay them on the toast, kind of in a thin layer, because you don't want to just eat sprouts. And kind of spread them around. Tell you guys, this is my favorite breakfast. My husband likes pancakes or waffles and French toast on the weekends, and during the week, this is what I eat. Nice and healthy. And again, I use these for sandwiches. They are great in pita bread with some gyro meat, if you have that, or some chicken. They are great in chicken salad sandwiches as well. I put them in egg salad sandwiches. And this is all that there is to it. And really, when you're getting that toast from the restaurants or whatever, juice bars, this is all they're doing. It's just exactly what I'm doing. So easy. Save yourself some money. If you don't make your own sourdough, get a good sourdough. If you have San Luis sourdough in your area, that is like the best sourdough to get. Just get a good bread, good sprouts, a good tasting avocado, and there you have it. An amazing avocado toast. Amazing. And that, I swear, that costs $14 here in some juice bars and some restaurants. You guys know that I live in California by the beach, but I've seen these also, I'm going to put a little bit more, I've seen these also in resorts when we travel in Mexico, and they're just as pricey in some of the resorts. Not ours, but in some of the garden to table, farm to table restaurants that we go to. They're just as pricey. So that's how easy it is, you guys, and that's how delicious it is. So I hope that you enjoyed this, and I hope it inspires you to make your own sprouts and some avocado toast and some other cool things with it. So get healthy, and I will put the links for the products in the description below. If they're not in the video right away, they will be by this evening. Thank you for watching, and there is an update to my channel coming very, very shortly. Thank you guys, and thanks for your patience. I know I've been MIA for a little bit, and I'm really sorry, but there's been a lot going on. I'll explain that in the update video. There will be the giveaway. I have not forgotten about the giveaway. I really feel horrible about not doing the giveaway sooner, but we do have 2 more giveaways to do, and we are going to get to those, I promise. There's just been some things come up with me, and we'll get to those soon. So word of the day is going to be avocado toast. Don't forget to comment the word of the day, and I will see you guys soon.